Okay. So, very good evening, guys. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Absolutely fine.
Fine, sir. What about you? Sir, we are fine.
Yeah, I'm also fit as a fiddle, guys. Okay, so listen to me very carefully first, right? Because without just spending a time, let's take it further. But it's my humble request that everyone has to turn on their video. Okay, everyone has to turn on their video because I really want all of you, okay, to see. So let's get started without wasting any time. Okay, so Samarth is here or not? He's not here.
No.
He's not here. Okay. So, how are you guys? How are you doing?
Sir, we are fine.
Okay. Ayush, what about you?
Are enjoying because exams are over.
Okay, you're done with the exams. Super pop.
Yes.
Now you can pay absolute attention.
Me too. Sir, me too.
Okay.
Sir, preparing.
Okay. Super perfect. Those who are done with
Sir,
the
just start.
just started.
Yes, sir. Sir, about to start.
About to start. So just cope up with your examination, and those who are done with the examination, heartiest congratulations. Enjoy your life and pay absolute attention to these workshops too. Okay. So without squandering any time, let me take it further. First thing you have to remember, guys, that everyone has to turn on the video today, okay, because I want it to be very interactive. So what are we doing? Where are we at? We are at this reported speech. Okay, I hope what we have done so far is all clear to you. No, it's all clear.
Sir,
All
clear.
all
Yes, sir.
Okay, this, that, what not. Okay, we are going very step by step, guys. So I'm not making you rush. We are going very step by step. Okay, now. I made you just jot down all these things you have done clear, but I am not going to articulate this slide today because of course Samarth is away. I want everyone to be present here. Clear? It's very easy, very easy to understand. But let's go for again a very nice recapitulation of all vocabulary, right? All just words that we did yesterday, and I have added on, of course, 2-3 new words here. Got it, guys? So okay. So let me begin up with this consolidated. As we discussed yesterday, how many of you remember? How many of you remember the meaning of consolidated and how to use it? Okay, Chaitanya, please explain.
Sir, there are two meanings of consolidated. One means including all the amount, and sir, other means that making concepts stronger by revising and recapitulating. Sir, I have to give examples also.
Please go ahead. Please.
Okay, sir. Sir, so first meaning it is to include all the amount. Like I have joined an institute, and the fees there is 20,000, and so my father asked, is it the consolidated amount? Sir, the meaning of the sentence is that my father is asking, is this includes all the things like the sheets given there and transport, etc. And so second meaning is to make concepts stronger. Like in maths, I have a concept of decimals. Sir, we know that in maths we have to practice and practice again and again. Sir, so if we will be perpetual and we will consolidate some time on math, so we will get it.
Absolutely.
Sir, this is
perfect. Super perfect. Okay, very nice articulation, Chaitanya. Now again, let me take it further also. Okay, so that you guys can just have a better comprehension about this word consolidated. You know, when I'm shooting, I told you yesterday also, what happens exactly that sometimes the crowd coordinator, especially the crowd coordinator I'm talking about, when they get the crowds there on the set, right, and when they get the amount, they always get the consolidated amount, which means that includes everything. What does it mean exactly? Okay, first you have to understand this. When I say consolidated, it means I'm using here as an adjective. Okay, it means quality, something which is very combined, included, or also let me add up here, I can say the united. Okay, something which is very united. Okay, I mean it's all together. That is consolidated. But why I have written here amount? Because sometimes you might come across people who will say, okay, this is consolidated amount I'm giving you. I mean, everything is just included. So don't be in a fix. Okay. Oh, you know, sir told me something, and of course he told me something else. It's very simple. Consolidated means, of course, united. Guys, please, I'm avoiding chat today. There is a reason, because I really want to just focus here. Okay. In case you don't get anything, I really want you to raise your hands. Okay. Clear? Got it? I need to avoid distractions today. Now, number 2, you have to remember, I told you yesterday, when you see this to and this verb, what we call it? What is to?
Infinitive.
Infinitive.
I'm very elated that what I told you yesterday, still that is just in your mind, okay? Of course, infinitive. So when you see any word, right, let's say any word, just post to, it means that's a verb, action, okay? So to consolidate it, it means that to make a concept strong. Yesterday, I just talked about your concept. But guys, you need to tie a knot in your mind. It's not just about concept. It could be anything. For example, when a builder just makes a building, he just builds a building. So he tries to get the first rate quality material. Okay, first rate means excellent quality. First rate. I'm writing here. Just wait. Okay, I'm writing here this new word for you. Here, vocabulary, and then you have first rate. Okay, what does it mean? It means, of course, I mean a good quality. Okay, good quality, phenomenal, excellent quality. Okay, first rate quality. So of course that builder, what exactly he tries? He tries to get the first rate material in order to consolidate the structure of the building. It means to make it, of course, very strong. Got it? I hope you understood it. Okay. Sorry, I'm not well today because I had this nasal congestion and of course this bad throat. But still, I'm making efforts for you guys. So understood the meaning? Clear? Okay. For instance, when I got the apartment here in Ashiana, I had a number of questions, right? And there is always this, your luxury apartment, luxury property, and then you have this affordable property, okay? You need to understand the difference between affordable flats and of course your luxury flats. What is the difference? In affordable flats, your builder generally compromises, okay? He compromises when it comes to the quality, right? And of course, in luxury, the builder doesn't compromise. He always ensures that he's consolidating everything, be it about the walls, be it about the structure, infrastructure, this, that, whatnot, everything. Okay, so it means to make something strong. Daksh, is that clear?
Yes, sir, it is clear.
Wonderful. Ayush, Chaitanya, Saksham, Samaira.
So clear.
Sir, clear.
Clear, sir.
Karin.
Sir, clear.
Okay, who is this girl? Okay, Vanika, sorry. Okay, Vanika, clear, right? We are doing very strong recapitulation so that these words can be established in your mind for lifetime, okay? Wherever you go, you can use them effortlessly. So I hope you understood, okay? Got it? Let's say that I have a set of furniture, okay? Let's say that I have one stool, I have this one shisham table, and I have, let's say, the two this sofa settees. Okay, I have. Just imagine. I'm not going to buy any set of furniture, and I thought, okay, let me consolidate all of them in a way that can just give it a proper look or proper structure. So what I decided, okay, I will place the table here, I will place this settle here, I will place my this shisham chair here, and I will place my sofa here, and whatever I have. What I did exactly, I have just brought all of them together and consolidated, which means I brought all of them together. So you can use in that way also. Clear? Understood? Very easy to understand the word. So consolidated means something which is very combined, okay, and then again to make something very strong. Clear? Any doubt here?
sir, we can use consolidated apart from amount also.
Yes, why not? That's what I'm telling you. You can use, okay, let's say that what exactly I gain out of teaching you guys. What I gain out of teaching you. It always helps me consolidate my concept all the time, right? Because see, sometimes I'm really swamped with a lot of work. I don't get time, and I don't get time to recapitulate or sit down to revise or just to browse all my notes and all. So when I teach you guys, when I teach my students, it really helps me consolidate my concept. Okay, got it? So conceptual knowledge is getting stronger and stronger and stronger, okay, by consolidating. And how I'm consolidating? By training you, by teaching you, by revising you. Okay, got it?
It can also be used in the context of videos.
Yes, why not? Of course, you have consolidated all your videos. It means you have just you have brought all of them together. Okay, you can use that. And rest, you just go and just explore. Okay, when you are reading a novel, you are reading a book, a sort of thing, stuff like that. You just keep exploring. Okay, oh yes, this is the word, and we were told by a sir, by ma'am, or by any other trainer, and this is how the word has been used here. Now, let's move on to another word and given by Vanika, right? I mean, I'm using it a lot. I'm really using it a lot. Even yesterday also, I just had a call and I used it. Okay, so indefatigable, what does it mean exactly? Okay, I have a question here. May I ask you? Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes. What do you think that you guys have joined us? You guys have been practicing English, for the last 1.5 years. Some of you, of course, for this past 1.5 years. Some of you have been here for the past 3 years, 4 years, and you guys are so effortless. You think it just happened overnight? Even I still say, oh my God, I really have a long way off. I'm yet to learn even more. I'm still learning, right? Because I come from a family which is, of course, far removed for this English background, educational background. So I basically got myself ready. I worked hard. And when I began my journey, honestly speaking, I decided, okay, now, I just have to be indefatigable, which means that I have to be constant in my effort. I won't have to give up. Clear? I have to stick to my goal. I have to stick to all the practice that I do in order to just achieve the level that I have. I have passed out from CL Bhalla DAV Senior Secondary School, which is a government school, right? And you guys are in all your so-called, English medium schools, right? But I come from this government school. But 12 years of practice is something, right? It was very new to me. This journey was very new to me, but I embarked. So indefatigable means a person who really endeavors, okay, and to make one who really makes efforts without, giving up. Constant, perpetual. Clear? Tashween, if somebody asks you that, what it took you to become so fluent and so eloquent, that time you can say, well, there's a reason. Some, of course, my mentor who always mentored me, guided me. And at the same time, I was very determined and I had to be indefatigable. So that's the only thing which really made me sound very eloquent, because of course when you say that I'm eloquent, it means I just want to say that it was not happening overnight or didn't happen overnight. I gave all those years of my practice, right? And as a result of, you can see. So one has to be indefatigable, okay? Tarita.
Yes, sir.
Where are you? Can I see you? Yeah.
I am here.
Yeah. Okay, Tarita, you are a Kathak dancer, right? Okay. I just wanted to know what's the exact duration of just finishing with all Kathak lessons and this, that, whatnot. All academically. If I
basically, if you go for Mumbai, it's gonna be 7 years. If you go for Prayag, it's gonna be 8 years. So I'm going for Prayag for 8 years. But then, the exams we take it 8 years, but then people practice for years and years, and we're never gonna end up with it.
So, I heard Madhuri Dixit yesterday. Madhuri Dixit, She also said this, that I wanted to pursue Kathak because I cannot forget very easily that I had given all my 8 years, right, for that Kathak training. I just want to pursue because I'm so busy that I don't pursue. So during lockdown, I decided, okay, now I'll just pursue my Kathak practice. So is it true that there are always 8 years to just have this proper, education of Kathak, theoretically as well as practically too?
Yes, sir, it is true.
8 years. So how many years you have given so far, by the way?
Sir, like if it takes like after 10th only we can do the 6th year of ours. But then I am just in 7th, so I can't actually go for further. But if we go that way, I have done 5 years. If you go like practically, I have done my 7th year.
Even I have seen your many of your videos also. My God, my head was really swinging. It was spinning like hen only when I saw those chakkars. So it means that I can say Tashween is just she's just chuckling here. Tashween, really, you must watch her those chakkars. My God, how she does. I mean, once I tried and I just fell off. Or honest, I'm telling you, right? And in the next moment, of course, there was this very embossed mark also on my forehead. So it was very funny too. I was really, you can say that, giggling like anything because I cannot do those chakkars. Why? Because Tarita has always been indefatigable, right, in her practice. She never gave up. Constantly, she kept doing, and still she is in that practice. So when you are indefatigable, it means you are constant in doing something, okay, that you want to achieve. Vibhor, understood? Samaya, you're also a Kathak dancer, which I believe, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When did you start learning Kathak? At what age?
Sir, I was only 4 to 5 years old.
And how old are you now?
I started Kathak.
How old
Sir,
are you?
10.
10. It means you have.
Sir, 10.
It means you have given almost 4 to 5 years, right?
Yes, sir.
So it means that your mom not only just made efforts, she also made you be very indefatigable, okay, in Kathak. So constant practice, you never ever, just gave up. And that's the only reason that, okay, now you know everything, okay, I don't know, I mean, what we call, there are terms also like the expression, bhav, toda, and I don't know what we call them, right? But yes, there are terms, right, in Kathak also. And I believe that there is this theoretical examination also that you are supposed to take. Am I right?
Yes, sir. I will just go to 6th year now.
So basically,
I'm small for that. Sir.
So basically, it is the amalgamation of just two things, like pragmatic and of course your this theoretical knowledge too. Okay, so I hope I have articulated so well, and you guys have just understood. Okay, I have penetrated right into your mind how to use the word indefatigable. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Chaitanya, clear with the word?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Vibhor, Samaira, Tashween, clear?
Yes, sir. Sir, clear.
Just wait. Okay.
Yes, sir. Me too.
Okay. Saksham, Gurdeep, Ayush,
Sir, clear.
Vanika.
Clear.
Okay, clear. Okay. Aryan.
Clear.
Tarita, Daksh, clear, right? Daksh, I told you to turn off the video. Otherwise, definitely, I will definitely remove you, right? Don't do it. So let's move on to the other word. Daksh, don't do it, please. It leads to distraction. Okay, now this is the another word. Of course, it was again given by Vanika only, right? Vanika, these days she's accumulating a number of vocabularies, and that's really wonderful. So, inquiet, clear. The exact pronunciation of this word is inquiet, clear. What does it mean exactly? Something which is not fully done, something which is not fully developed, or something which is again in between, okay, or something which is again struggling, or something which are just started. Clear? I can give you my example. Aryan, just wait. I have seen you have raised hand. Just wait up. I'll see. So my screen will blank out because battery is just going to fall flat. Can I get the charger, please?
Sir, I'll be back in a jiffy.
Okay, fine. Okay, so inquiet means Vibhor. Let's say inquiet. Okay, something which is not fully developed, something which is not completely done, something which has just started. Okay. When I decided, okay, to start this English Learning Institute, Pragmatic Approach, that's the name, you know. People criticized a lot. In the beginning, it happened. It happened when, of course, the institute was inquiet, right? Or it was in this inquiet situation, inquiet period. Sorry. I told you I have a bad cough. No? So, inquiet basically means something which has just started and it is not completely developed, but yes, has started, okay? Just started. Or maybe it is just under development. So, inquiet exactly means, okay, what about you? I can say, okay, you know, my child is just learning English and he's inquiet now. It means that he has not achieved the level. He hasn't achieved yet. He's in between. He's just started. He's just doing it. So that is inquiet. Got it? Like Tarika, you can say, well, I'm not in a stage of just being inquiet, or my practice is not in the stage of inquiet, or it's not at all, of course, this inquiet stage. I have gone beyond that. I have given 5 years. I'm in my advanced level. I'm in my intermediate level. Okay, like this. So I have already given the example here when pragmatic name was bashed by many when it was inquiet. Okay, or when it was in stage. Okay, got it? When it was in the inquiet stage. Of course, when it was in this stage of, let's say, the struggling, or let's say struggle, or when it was not fully developed, when it just started, people started criticizing because the name was very pragmatic and we were promoting everything so practical. You know the practice is very extremely practical. It's not theoretical based. Come and learn tenses and this, that, whatnot, grammar, and then just learn English. It was all practical, very pragmatic. So in the beginning days, what exactly happens that, of course, in those beginning following years, we were bashed, we were terribly criticized by so many people, okay? Because it was the situation of being in inquiet, or it was an inquiet situation. Understood, Saksham? Chaitanya?
Yes, sir.
Right? It's very easy to understand inquiet. Okay, Saksham,
Understood.
let me flash back now. You just remember your first day at Pragmatic when you came to the institute. You all were jittery, no? You all were very jittery. You had a lot of butterflies in your stomach and you had so many tracks in your mind. But because that was your inquiet stage, it was just a beginning. You were not fully developed. But today, I mean, after 1.5 years of constant practice, and of course, after this constant practice of 3 years and all, now for you, just like, oh, it's very easy. It's a cakewalk. It's a cakewalk. What do you mean by cakewalk? Do you know the meaning of cakewalk?
Easy task.
No, sir.
Very good. I'm writing here cakewalk.
There is cinch.
Good. Cakewalk, we can say that an easy thing to do or task. And by the way, Ayush already introduced one word, that is cinch. Okay? Cinch. So it's a cinch for me. I can do it. It's like ABC,
But
okay?
we can say ABC.
Very good. Yeah. So let's go back to the main word. So I understood. I hope that you understood, no? Inquiet. How to use it. Jibor, Tarita.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, later on, I'll ask you, okay? I'll ask you to write the sentences and use the words. Okay, now. Thank you.
Sir, sir, I want to ask that in this part 2 plus batch.
I'm coming up to that. Just wait. I'm coming there. Don't you worry. Okay. Okay. Now see here. The word, we have this bash here. First, as a noun, you have to remember we call it party. We can use the word as party.
Party.
Okay? Party, or you can say an event. I'm writing here for you an event. Okay, guys. So party or an event. Okay. Example, birthday bash. I have to attend Wait. Birthday bash tonight. Okay, guys. So I have to attend a birthday bash tonight. One meaning is this as a noun. Remember. Second, to bash. Again, it's an infinitive. It's an action. I'll bash you. It means I'll give you a punch, or we can say blow. Okay. Don't misbehave with me, otherwise I will bash you. Okay. Don't mess. Don't mess with the guy. He's well-built guy, and he will definitely bash you at once, and you will crash to the ground. So that bash means, of course, to give a punch or to give a very hard blow. Okay, that's bash. Okay, I mean as an action we have to use it. Okay, now another meaning of bash is to criticize somebody. Understood? To criticize somebody. For example, sometimes movies work, sometimes movies don't work, right? Sometimes it does well, sometimes it doesn't do well. So when it doesn't do well, people always bash films. Oh, it was not good, the story was not good, the actor was not good, the cinematography was really not good, it was pathetic, this, that, whatnot. Sometimes when you perform, you are appreciated by many people.
Sir, actually, sorry to interrupt you, but can you tell what is the meaning of pathetic?
It's bad, terrible.
Okay, sir, thank you.
So got it? Criticize. Okay, don't bash, please. I mean, somebody has performed. Always venerate people, praise people, extol people. You know meaning of venerate, right?
Yes, sir. It is
Praise.
appreciate.
Yes, to appreciate. Okay, venerate. Right, wonderful. Is there anyone who doesn't know the meaning of venerate? Is there anyone who really doesn't know the meaning of?
And I don't know.
Oh, okay. So why didn't you ask?
Sir, me too.
Okay, I am writing
Sir?
here. Wait. Venerate. It means to extol, which means to praise. Okay, appreciate. So venerate. Who said so?
Sir,
Vibhur, yes.
Sir, I want to ask that in bash it is important to put two.
Beta, I told you, as a noun, you are using it as a party, okay? Party bash. But as a verb, as an action, to will come because you are using as an action, okay? Don't bash him. I mean, don't criticize him. And the other meaning, if you do anything wrong, I will definitely bash you. It means you are telling that you will beat him. Beating like you will just give him a hard blow, okay? So, you have to be very intelligent before you ask question. Is it necessary to just put two? Of course, because if two is here, it means it's infinitive. Okay. Let me give you the example here of this one, so that it can just make you understand in a better manner. Got it? The meaning.